From Hoodie Hoarder to Fashion Maven, how Coco Gauff transformed her style journey. For years, Coco Gauff was known not just for her thunderous forehands and electric energy, but also for her signature off-court look, hoodies, sneakers, and a laid-back teenage vibe that said, "I'm just me." She was a girl who never tried too hard, whose simplicity felt refreshing in a world obsessed with image. But behind that comfort-first approach was a quiet transformation waiting to happen. Because as Coco grew from tennis prodigy to global phenomenon, so too did her sense of self, and that included her style. What started as a collection of oversized sweatshirts has now evolved into a bold, confident expression of identity that merges athletic edge with red carpet sophistication. This is a story of how Coco Gauff went from hoodie hoarder to full-fledged fashion maven. With a little push from her mom, a few lessons in confidence, and a newfound love for self-expression through style. The hoodie years, comfort over couture. In her early days on the WTA Tour, Coco Gauff's wardrobe could be summed up in 3 words: cozy, sporty, simple. Between practice sessions and press conferences, she was rarely seen without a hoodie, sometimes bright, sometimes neutral, but always oversized. Fans loved it. Her style screamed authenticity. It reminded people that even with fame and million-dollar endorsement deals, she was still just a young girl chasing her dream. "I lived in hoodies," Coco laughed in an interview. "They made me feel safe, comfortable, and kind of invisible. When I wasn't playing tennis, I just wanted to blend in." It made sense. She was thrust into the spotlight at just 15, beating Venus Williams at Wimbledon in 2019. While the world saw a rising star, Coco was still figuring out who she was off the court. But as her career and confidence grew, so did her curiosity about fashion. And it all began with one conversation, a reality check from her biggest supporter. The wake-up call, a mother's tough love. Coco's mom, Candy Gauff, had always been the guiding force in her daughter's life. A former track athlete herself, she knew the importance of image, posture, and presence. One day in 2023, after a high-profile press event, Candy gave Coco what she jokingly calls her fashion intervention. Coco had shown up to an awards dinner in her go-to black hoodie and sneakers. Comfortable? Yes. Appropriate? Not exactly. Later that night, Candy sat her down and said, "Coco, you're not a kid anymore. You're a world-class athlete, and the world is watching. How you show up matters." Coco recalls the conversation vividly. "At first, I rolled my eyes. I was like, 'Mom, who cares what I wear?' But she wasn't talking about clothes. She was talking about confidence." That night, Candy gave Coco a piece of advice that would stay with her forever. Fashion isn't about pretending to be someone else. It's about showing the world who you've become. The spark, discovering her own aesthetic. The next few months marked a quiet revolution. Coco didn't suddenly ditch her hoodies or start chasing luxury brands. She began exploring. She started experimenting with textures and silhouettes, realizing that fashion could be fun, expressive, and empowering. During one shopping trip in Miami, she tried on a structured cream blazer. At first, she hesitated. It felt too grown up. But when she saw her reflection, she smiled. "It was like meeting a new version of myself," she said. From there, her wardrobe slowly evolved. She swapped oversized hoodies for cropped jackets, leggings for tailored trousers, and chunky sneakers for sleek loafers and heels. Her fashion choices started to mirror her tennis, bold, strategic, and full of personality. The turning point, the 2023 U.S. Open transformation. The world truly noticed a shift at the 2023 U.S. Open Players Gala. Coco walked in wearing a custom Louis Vuitton jumpsuit, black silk, gold zipper accents, and confidence stitched into every seam. Gone was a casual teenager. In her place stood a poised young woman ready to own the spotlight. Fashion critics went wild. Social media dubbed it the Gauff glow-up. And when asked about the look, Coco smiled and said, "It's still me, just more polished." It was the first time the world saw her step fully into her power, not just as an athlete, but as a woman learning the art of presence. The fashion world takes notice. As Coco's game continued to dominate the courts, the fashion world took note of her growing confidence and natural charisma. Soon, invitations poured in from brands like Chanel, Balmain, and Louis Vuitton. She began appearing in photo shoots where her natural beauty and fierce athleticism shone in equal measure. One Vogue stylist said, "Coco has what every designer dreams of, authenticity. She doesn't wear the clothes. She brings them to life." By 2024, she was sitting front row at Paris Fashion Week, wearing a stunning pearl white ensemble with matching heels. And yes, her mom was right beside her, smiling proudly. The signature Gauff look, bold yet grounded. Today, Coco's style blends two worlds, the laid-back comfort of her roots and the sophistication of her new fashion era. Her outfits are often a mix of athletic chic and luxury flair. Structured jackets with sneakers, silk dresses with minimalist jewelry, and bold color palettes that reflect her energy. Her stylist once said, "Coco dresses the way she plays, fearless, focused, and full of intention." Even her tournament looks have evolved. Her Nike on-court outfits now feature daring designs. The influence, inspiring a new generation. Today, Coco's influence extends far beyond the tennis court. She's become a voice for self-expression, individuality, and empowerment, not just through her words, but through her wardrobe. Brands now look to her as the face of the modern athlete, strong, stylish, and self-aware. In 2025, she launched a limited fashion line in collaboration with Nike, combining performance wear with street-style aesthetics. Each piece carried her signature, and a simple motto embroidered on the inside tag: "Play bold, live bold, be you." It sold out within hours. Full circle, the hoodie that started it all. Despite her evolution, Coco still keeps a special hoodie tucked away, a gray, worn-out Nike one she wore during her early tournaments. In an interview, she shared, "Whenever I look at it, I'm reminded of the girl who just wanted to play tennis, who didn't know anything about fame or fashion. That hoodie reminds me to stay humble." But now, when she puts it on, it's not to hide, it's to remember, because the girl who once lived in hoodies didn't disappear. She just grew up into a woman who knows when to swap one for a tailored jacket and heels. The final reflection, confidence woven in fabric. Coco's fashion transformation isn't about designer names or red carpets. It's a reflection of her growth, confidence, and authenticity. "Clothes don't make you powerful," she says. "Confidence does. But the right outfit can remind you of that power." From Hoodie Hoarder to Fashion Maven, her journey reminds us that transformation doesn't mean leaving your past behind. It means carrying it with grace. Her mom saw it first. The world sees it now. And Coco, she's just getting started. Because sometimes all it takes is one reality check, one new perspective, and one perfectly tailored outfit to remind you you were destined to shine all along. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.